Hello and welcome back to Everquest. I don't like that. Hello and welcome back to Nomeregard's journey. We are actually here in the Western Wastes. So this is last video we were in Frontier Mountains, getting experience and whatnot. Today we are 110. I leveled to about 109 during the Labor Day weekend experience bonus. I used a bunch of these experience potions plus the lessons and stuff, and then I got to about 109 there, and I couldn't take it anymore. So I did one run in Restless Assault with my Shadow Knight using my lesson. And I was able to get from 109 to 110. So yeah, I was just like, and I tried going to over there and everything else, but as you can see, our gear is still exactly what it was. And we were able to kill the stuff in Frontier Mountains, no problem. Didn't have any issue using mostly heroic gear plus a little bit of the fear touched gear from, I think that's level 92. So it was painful to say the least. I tried going in all the other different zones. I tried, but I was just getting destroyed with 100k hit points and 70k mana. I didn't have enough mana to do anything. So fast forward, I'm recording this September 11th, and Labor Day weekend was earlier. Last week or the week before, I don't even remember. So it's been a while. I haven't played him since then. I've been trying to level up a warrior and stuff, but yeah. So what I've done is I found a way to make money in live Everquest that is sustainable for me. So I'm going to do a video on it, but it involves trade skills. And I've made some money. I went through and bought a bunch of gear. So all the tradable TOV tier 1 tradable items, I bought all of those. And then I didn't buy, actually, this one was free. I was fishing in Cobalt Scar, and someone shouted this item out, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. It's an earring. And then I looked down here, and it's a enhanced minion earring, 22. So that's like that's pretty nice. So I went and got that. A guy gave it to me. Thanks to him. I can't remember his name. It's been a little while, but thanks to him. And then I also picked up some COV tier 1 gear that was rotting as I was fishing, because I needed about 10,000 fish scales for something I was working on. And yeah, so I picked up everything but the helmet and the arms in COV tier 1. And then I have the TOV tier 1 arms and helm that I bought. And you can't buy the tier 1 COV. It is no drop. So I was able to loot those from some nice people on the server. And I play on Bristleblade, so it is a nice thing. And yeah, so what we're going to do, we're here in Western Waste. We're going to actually make our armor. So we need, I believe it's a Snow Squall. I don't want to buy the wrong one because it's expensive as shit. Restless. Place. Snow Squall refined. All right. Perfect. So we need 6 of these. So 6 of those. And then we're going to need, I think we have to go to the other vendor to get the other ores, but we need emblems. So we're going to need 8 of these. There we go. So we have our 8 ores, or 6 ores, and 8 emblems. Let's move one of these bags and go ahead and see what kind of stats we're going to get off this stuff, right? This is like some pretty insane upgrades. And I'm not even going to worry about the augs because they're like such low level augs. So this is a 7,000 hit point item. We went from a 2,000 hit point items. So we're going to be significantly upgraded here shortly. So we just drop the ore in each of these, like so. And then augs are a whole different thing. I believe at this point in time, I did a video on gearing up from 1 to 115 that should be live at this point, and it covers all that. But I didn't do augs. I'm working on another video for augs that may or may not come out before this video. So it depends on the schedule. I've got a few of these Nomeregard videos kind of queued up to go, and that's actually replacing heroic gear. So, and we're gonna grab the legs, and boom, there we go, right there. So we gained about 50-ish thousand hit points, I believe, and then we'll go ahead and put all this stuff on. These are all TOV tier 1. They drop from names. For some reason, all that stuff is droppable, but then when you get into COV, nothing is droppable, so, or tradable. So yeah, it's kind of funny. And then I have, this is the staff I found. I found one that was really, really cheap, but it caused a 10,000 damage nuke. And every time you cast something, and that was just not gonna work for the way I play with root rotting. So I got one that does a restores 280 mana every time you do melee or cast spells. So hopefully that is good. And I was using a what is it, level 95? So from the Ethereum, what you call it stuff. So this one added like a poison dot to everything. So let's see, the scepter. So this is a charm. Pop that on there. Cloak. And then I'll sort out the augs offline because I think most of them are probably worthless at this point, but there might be one or two that's just worth having for the sake of it. And then like so. And this is just whatever I could find in the auction house bazaar to make things going there. Now we're at 211 hit point, or 1,000 hit points, and we're good to go there. So wait, what do we end up? 213. So that's a pretty good. Ooh, yeah. We still gotta go get the helmet, but we're gonna get a bunch of AAs because all these items should have little clicky effects that should give us something. So yeah, expanding mind, we're getting mana, we're getting stuff like that. There we go. I think I got them all at this point. Knowledge of the past. Prismatic ward. Okay, every time I click them, I get another one. There we go. And then the earring is the only actually dropped item. All right, so now we're doing okay. We're at 215,000 hit points, 161,000 mana. We were at 75,000 mana before, and I think 100 and something thousand. So that's a significant boost in our power and whatnot. But we still need to go to Crystal Caverns to go pick up the ore for this one. So we're gonna go do that real quick. So I'm gonna run to Crystal Caverns, and we'll be right there. All right, finally I found her. Took me a little while. Sandra's Gem Heart has the ore that we need now. It's the snowbound ore right here. Same cost, 21,000. So we're gonna buy 2 of those, and then we're going to drop helmet there, and then boom, boom, ciao, and then we'll do the arms also. And there we go. swap these back out. All right, 2828. Wow, that was actually a more significant upgrade than I thought it would be. Let's see if clicking these gives us anything. No. All right. So there we go. We are fully geared up to start our journey in TOV when we get there. So moving forward with the series, my plan is to continue the hero's journey. We're obviously going to destroy it. The pet hits for like 6,000 now or something like that. Insane. So we're gonna burn through Dragonscale Hills, Loping Plains, and the other one, and then we're gonna go into Bloody Kithcore, and all of those we're gonna finish up. Let's see. Here we go. Let's go here. Hero's Journey. Conquests, progression. Here we go. Yeah, so we're gonna continue. Jeez, there's a lot of them. Yeah, so we're gonna do this one, which is the Dragonscale Hills. This one is Lopping Plains, and this one is, I'm not sure. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go Ocean Green, Village and Hills. Go through those. Go through Blackborough real quick. That shouldn't take that long. We're gonna do all of these, and we're just going to finish up the hero's journey. That's my goal. And once we have the hero's journey completed, then what we're going to do is start progression in TOV. And I stopped at 110. I could have easily grinded for the rest of the weekend. I lost power on I think Monday or something like that due to a storm, so I lost a little time there, but I leveled a cleric also during this during the time, and I was able to get a cleric to 115, and I almost have a rogue now also at 115 during all of that. But the Necromancer took probably the longest, because I was actually doing him solo the whole time, except for 109 to 110. So this is going to be our progress. We're going to go through the exploration, all this stuff, the conquest. I might try to be able to get a raid guild at some point. The raid times on the server just didn't seem to line up with my life, so I might see about if there's like any pickup groups. I'm going to try to get real players to do these missions. So there's 4 missions in TOV. They give significant amounts of experience. 50% of a level just for doing that one, and I could easily do all of these with my multi-boxing group, but I want to kind of try to see if I can get it done with real players. So that's my goal there. So we're gonna spend a lot of time in TOV until we get to 115. Seems to be the easiest way to level instead of grinding mobs, is doing all these quests and mercenary things. And I've done some of these on my other characters, but I stopped doing any kind of missions on any of my other characters so that I could do them all for the first time on Nomeregard for the most part. And then once we do that, we'll do the ones inside of Clausewischen. So I don't think these ones give. Yeah, these ones don't give as much. I don't think they give any experience, actually, no. So we can get 2% of a level for doing the Mercenary of Cobalt Scar, or we can get 12 AAs. So it's not really that good. Collections, I'm not gonna bother documenting these because there's so many of them and they're so random. And I'm not even gonna. If I have the item, I'm gonna click it. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Then we're gonna start doing the hunters and stuff like that. I've been really inspired by the Zelen test server series that he does, where he kills all the mobs. So I want to see if I can kill any of them when I get to 110. Let's see if I'm a good enough Necromancer to do that. And then once we complete these 2, if the new expansion is not out, I'm expecting the new expansion is going to be like Lucklin in Christmas time, or probably January, depending on what they do. They haven't announced anything yet, but that's what I'm based on my my speculation. That's where it is. So if we finish this and this, I'm going to go back to Burning Lands, start there, and just go backwards until we get caught up to whatnot. It's currently September, so I believe it's the October patch. I did a video on the patch notes. So depending on when this comes out, if not, they're going to release Agents of Change on live servers, and then I'm going to go back through and kill every single raid. Every single raid all the way up to Plains of Power. We need to do that for our earring. Where's it? Quests? I don't think it's that one. Special? No. It's somewhere in here. Yeah, and I'm still working on all my trade skills. We're getting close. It's time consuming. Going to farm stuff. People want insane amount of money for like ice burrow or silk. They want 50,000 a pop. That's just unbelievable. So it's time consuming for me to go find what recipes I need and go do that. So what we're doing, we're gonna go back, finish up the hero's journey. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. We shouldn't have any issues with anything at this point. At 110, our pet's pretty beefy. He should be able to do everything at this point without any kind of issue. I think this is like highest level stuff is like 85. And once we're done with that, we're going to go into the new expansions, TOV and COV, and do the progression there to level up to 115 and start doing. We'll get the missions. I mean, there's always somebody on my server. If you look at this thing, it's like selling, selling, where's one of them? Selling there's power leveling. They sell the tasks. So that's going to be I guess the last resort is buying a task ad. Because I just don't want to do it with my characters. I want real people to do it with like real people, so I might try to put a group together and do it. Just depends on what I can get available. I rarely see anybody looking for group. Like if you look in the last however long I've been online, there's an 85 druid looking for a guild, but I don't see any. Oh, here's some looking for groups. So 109 warrior, 115 monk. So there's a few. So hopefully I can put together groups for these, for the Torment of Velos and the Claws of Vishon ones. I'm pretty sure I can solo the Burning Lands ones from what I understand, and the Ring of Scale and that. So it's expected that the level cap will raise to 120 in the next expansion. So if the next expansion launches, I'm going to shift everything to that and whatnot. So that's the path forward. We are definitely geared and ready for the task now. And I appreciate everybody who's been watching and leaving comments on the series so far. But it's going to continue. And so thank you for watching and have a great day.